Hi, everybody. Welcome in as we get set for the second of two games on a Monday here at the Jack Robertson Arena. In the opening contest on the ladies' side, it was Wallace Hanceville win by a final of 68-43. And now you got the Coyotes trying to split the doubleheader. You got the Lions hoping for two straight. Hi, everybody. Robert Williamson set to bring you the coverage. Good to have you in on a not-so-chilly Monday night. Giddens with a miss as we get play underway, shooting from long range. And you would assume, based on stats, that you're going to have a lot of shots from behind the arc. That one inside the paint from Thompson. Tayshaun Gilchrist in the starting lineup for Coastal South. David Giddens, Joey Robertson, Bryce Bracco, and Joe Brown. Meanwhile, for the Lions, Kendarius Anderson, Cammie Young, Antonio Cochran, Christian Thompson, and Josh Page. And there's one lifted from behind the arc, in and out for Anderson. And it will belong to the Coyotes. So a minute in, and two teams that score at a high clip. As a matter of fact, combined, put about 180 points a night on the board. Now, I'm not real good with the math, but I'm thinking you got 40 minutes in a game and 180 points. Meaning you've got somewhere around, 4 points, 4.5 per minute? So we're not going to have a 4.90 seconds often. Three-pointer no good from Cochran. Bracco with it, timeline. Gives it down low, Giddens, and Giddens knocking down the two. So the Coyotes turn it into a 2-point lead. Stolen away. And that is Gilchrist, tipped away from the backside by Thompson. And you've got a lot of the statistical leaders as Brown comes out and Mekhi Jones checks into the lineup for the Coyotes. A lot of the statistical leaders on the floor. Scoring-wise, percentage-wise, rebounding-wise. And we'll be hitting that throughout the course of the game. Into the corner, Jones picking up the loose ball. Gilchrist, and the lead goes to 4. Lions have scored 100 plus 9 times this year. Coyotes have done it 3 times. From the top of the key, just barely nibble the rim for Page. And it'll be Coyote basketball. They are hungry. 0-3 in conference play. Bracco coming out of the corner. Giddens for 3. And that lead grows to 7. Fed over to Thompson for an easy 2. Bracco to Giddens. Other end of the floor, off the glass for Cochran, then stolen away by Anderson. Drive, finger roll, dropped in for Cochran. And he will draw the foul as well. Joey Robertson picking up the foul. And that has got Cochran averaging 10 points a game, a 75% free throw shooter at the line. Caden Johnson checking into the game for the Lions. Gilchrist to Robertson, Bracco to Giddens. Back over to Jones, and Jones leans in for two. Lions with a single conference loss. Coyotes with 3, but there is a common foe in there, and that is Bishop State. Bishop State is responsible for the lone blemish on the Lions mark, and this Coyote squad lost in OT to Bishop State. And you talk about a team that can be very easily 3-0 in the conference. Having lost in overtime to Bishop State, to Southern Union by 2, and then to Shelton State, who they led at the half. Timeout on the floor, 15:24 to go. Half number 1.
We are the Pack. We are Coyotes. We are Coastal Alabama. This is where you'll thrive.
In play to Young, who takes it from one end of the floor to the other. Jones nearly losing it out of bounds. Anderson defending. And that'll be tipped out of bounds by Young. Halftime, a conversation with the president of Coastal Alabama. Not just south, north, all the Coastals. Robertson throwing it away. Trying to get it to Joe Brown, who is back into the game. Stolen away by Gilchrist. Easy lay in for Jones. Well, for a couple of teams that pop the threes with great consistency, most of the points have been inside of the arc. And a lot of them inside the paint. There's one from long range. And Robertson with a miss. Back onto the floor to Brown. Gilchrist. Tip back in. No. Yes. Brown able to tip it back in. Arthur Johnson in the game. Anderson with a putback on the Johnson miss. Goes over to Robertson, given to Bracco. And that'll be lost out of bounds off of Johnson. Robertson coming off the floor. And checking into the game is Gilchrist. Check that, it's Giddens. Giddens with a brief stay on the sidelines. Gilchrist already in the game. And you got an illegal screen. That'll be charged to Brown. Here comes Page back into the game. Also checking in for the first time is Sawyer Griffin for the Lions. Tossed out of bounds on the other end of the floor. Wallace Hanceville under new tutelage, but last year winning the conference. Played in Hutchinson, Kansas. Looking to get back, kind of like that trip to the Midwest. Dropped in by Cochran. Coastal South, very familiar with Kansas. They'd kind of like to get back. Jones with a miss, one of the foul called, and it's rebounded by Madden. That is Xavius Madden. That is Jones on the other end of the floor. Yeah, you might get whiplash watching this game. They are going to run it up and down the floor. Gilchrist going the other way. Into the corner to Bracco. He'll get it. Draw the foul and have a chance for 4. So Bracco with one of those 4-point play opportunities. Into the corner. Cochran from long range. And we stop play to adjust the net. And officials say, hey, might as well take the media timeout then. Inside 12 in a 5-point game.
University of Alabama Online, where legends log in. A tradition of excellence. Choose from over 100 affordable degree and certificate programs that fit your budget and schedule. Earn the same degree as you would on campus, with the same affordable tuition rate for every state. UA Online. Advance your career and change your life. Get started today at online.ua.edu.
Inside 12 to play, half number 1. Little YMCA on the PA. Village people. Still at it, I guess. What, a 70s band? Got a lot of 70s bands still doing it. Bracco off the rim with the 3. Jones with the rebound. Over it goes to Gilchrist. Swing pass to Brown. Defending is Griffin. And Brown will get fouled on the floor. Coyotes at home, 4-4. 2-1 on Mondays. On the road, Lions 7-2. Haven't lost a Monday game. Brown out of the corner. Back it goes to Brown, bringing it baseline. Trying to get the reverse, got the foul. So Joe Brown going to the stripe. Well, I'll tell you who else is interested in this game, and that is Southern Union with a single loss. They would love for the Lions to take on a loss tonight. Southern Union is one of the 4 conference wins for the Lions. They've beaten Calhoun, Gadsden State, Shelton State, and Southern Union. Two-handed jam from Thompson. Jones into the corner to Giddens. Giddens for 3. Number 5 scorer in the conference, averaging nearly 17. Nibble the rim for Griffin. Put back for Thompson. And Jones walks. Put in play from in front of the Lions bench. And you got to reach by Bracco. The last time when we were here, Bracco picked up a couple of quick personals and sat out a large part of the first half. Here, that's just the first foul from Bracco. Young with a miss on the 3. Rebounded by Page, and then Page fouled. Non-shooting foul, it'll be brought in from the baseline. Off the rim with a Johnson 3. Bracco back to Jones to Bracco. And it's Stephen Williams who has checked into the game. Off the rim for Anderson. Loose ball in the paint. And it's the Lions who have it. Young going the other way, and he will lay it up and in. Drive to the glass by Jones. Give it to Johnson. Works his way to the paint. Outside it goes to Anderson. Takes on Williams. And it'll go out of bounds off the elbow of Williams. Gray Williams coming into the game, so a pair of Williams in. Also Clay Schofield checking into the game for the Coyotes. For the corner, 3 ball from Young. Well, if these two teams score a combined 180 on average, then your average halftime would be about 90. And we are on a pace to get probably that and maybe a tad more. Short on the 3 try by Johnson. Williams to Bracco. That is Williams, and Williams draws the foul. Here comes Giddens into the game. Williams at the stripe. Williams a 68% free throw shooter, averaging 14 points a game. Freshman has started 10 games. Did not get the start tonight. Came in about 2 or 3 minutes ago basketball-wise. Real time about 5 minutes ago. Given to Young. Young top of the key. Goes into the corner. Anderson. He'll splash in the three. Turn it into a 2-point game. Giddens directing a little traffic. Schofield with the screen. Miniature skyhook from Williams won't fall. Off the rim with a Young three. And you're going to have a foul. When you see somebody's jersey within the grasp of somebody, that typically is going to be a foul. And Gray Williams had a handful of jersey. 2-point game, 7:17 to play. Half number one.
Just about all White Jones County. Diving catch it, shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Well, there is a man that is multi-talented. Ron Wallace. He handled the PA in the ladies' game. Got his own website, doing a lot of sports on Ballin' Down South. So be sure to check out Ron Wallace. Ballin' Down South. As we get our ballin' back here in Jack Robertson Arena. Top side give. Johnson off on the three. Rebounded by Giddens. Johnson the steal quickly to the other end of the floor. Put back by Anderson. We're knotted up at 34. Rocket to Williams, and Williams couldn't hang on. Here comes Quentin Odom into the game. Well, he was coming into the game. Came into the game, and apparently the shirt that he was wearing underneath his jersey was not up to standard, so Odom is left, and we'll swap shirts or get rid of the shirt that was underneath the jersey, one or the other. Given to Williams, and Williams gets bumped by Anderson. And here comes Odom without shirt underneath jersey. So he sits down on the bench and apparently will sit a spell before getting to check into the game. You know that's got to be frustrating to a ball player. You're better than halfway through the half. You want to get on the floor, and you do, and they say, nope, wrong shirt. Well, here's what you learn from that. It will only happen tonight. Stolen away by Gilchrist. Behind them, back to the glass, and draws the foul. Madden picking up the foul. And Gilchrist shooting. Gilchrist a 75% free throw shooter, 11 points per game for the freshman. Bracco back into the game. He'll get both. It is a 1-point game. Johnson with it in midcourt. Schofield trying to take it away and does. And the foul, Giddens got popped by Young. So Giddens will shoot. This game featuring the number 2, 3, and 5 scores in the conference. Young of the Lions, number 2, nearly 22 a game. Anderson of the Lions, number 3, 19 a game. And Giddens, 5, with nearly 17 a game. Top scorer in the conference is from Bishop State. Thrown away, pass intended for Griffin. Gilchrist with a drive, left-hander from the left side. Able to get around the defense of Madden. Stolen away by Bracco. Gilchrist off the rim with a 3-try. Bracco's got it back. And Robertson throws it away, trying to get it to Schofield. In and out with a 3-try from Griffin. Back it goes to Giddens. Just a little bit short, Anderson. Feeds over to Griffin, short on the 3. And I think we'll have somebody shooting free throws. That is going to be a Thompson push. So Robertson will shoot. Shooting a 1-and-1. Hey, while you get a chance, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Should be a subscribe button somewhere very close by. We would love for you to subscribe. You'll have access to all kinds of stuff. Shows, games, clips, conversations, you name it. In and out with a 3-try from Page. And yeah, you will help our community grow. It's a community of about, 55, 30 something maybe. And we want a big community. Trying to get to 5,600 this week. 10,000 by the end of the year. Lob down to Brown. Ball tipped away. Brown reaches for the shoulder. Anderson with a miss on the other end of the floor. Johnson with a miss, and then finally, third time the charm. Gilchrist gets fouled. And that'll take us to the last media timeout of the half. Coyotes 3:42 away from halftime. Up by 3. There we go. Doing a little Macarena. 3:42 to play. Half number 1. Coyotes trying to get that first conference win and do it in impressive fashion with a victory over the current number 1 team in the conference. Gilchrist getting the first of 2. Of course, he had to make the first to try for the second, but he did. And two for 2 Gilchrist. Gilchrist packing it up. Defense creating the turnover. Anderson with it. Thompson getting it to Page, and Page eventually in from Thompson. 1-point game. Gilchrist rejected by Thompson. And you got a Lions squad averaging 95 a game, a South squad averaging 85. You expect points to be scored, and we're getting them. Had a relatively point-free first minute, but ever since, well, it's been a buckle up. These engines are turbocharged. Young from way out front. Tipped out of bounds by Thompson. Check that. By Robertson. And Thompson and company with the basketball. Brown with a steal. Over it goes to Gilchrist. Rebounded by Thompson. Anderson with it on the other end. Slides through Coyote defenders for 2 and gives the Lions the lead. Brown to Gilchrist. Lost into the paint, grabs it, lays on the floor to try to get it back. Anderson trying to take it. Young, 2. And eventually you get a jump ball with a possession arrow taking us to the other end of the floor. Gray Williams in for the Coyotes. Makai Jones coming in too. Inside 2 to play, half number 1. Lobbed in play to Young. Anderson off on the 3 try. And Thompson fouled by Robertson. Well, check that. Thought they were going to call a foul. Never saw any other indication, but apparently out of bounds off Thompson. Maybe it was that Robertson evil eye that negated the foul. Okay, the evil eye did nothing. Gray Williams, his first points. Off the rim with a Johnson 3, and Thompson trying to get rid of the defensive Giddens. Complaining to the official. No foul, though. And it'll be Coyote basketball with a 2-point lead. Giddens wanted the jam. Jones gets the 2. Thrown away on the opposite end of the floor, trying to get it to Arthur Johnson. Highest point total of the year for the Coyotes was their 111 against the University of Mobile's JV. The Lions high, 125, that came against MMI. A game in which both scored triple digits wouldn't be a surprise. Here comes Odom into the game. Robertson out, Brown in, and Giddens out. Odom is number 1 in the conference in field goal percentage and number 2 in the country in that category. So when he shoots, he makes far more often than not. Lions basketball, Coyotes lead. Stolen away by Bracco. Puts up the 3, off the rim. Madden's got it. And Madden gets fouled by Odom. And we may have our first Lion 1-and-1. Madden, a 44% free throw shooter. This is the second best free throw shooting team in the ACCC. Coastal South is third best. So 2 very good shooting teams from all spots on the floor. They are either 1 or 2 in free throw and 3-point percentages, and 3 and 4 in field goal percentages. Jones with a drive, and he will get fouled. So Makai Jones will shoot. Schofield checking into the game for the Coyotes. 21 seconds left in the half. Young fouled by Odom. So that is 2 quick fouls on Odom. And has Young, the 88% free throw shooter, at the line. Every game Young has played in, he has started. Did not play in 2 games. There are 3 Lions who have started every game. Anderson, Cochran, and Thompson. 18 seconds left in the half with a timeout on the floor.
You've started this journey by yourself, but you won't have to go it alone. Because now you're a part of something, a community that wants you to succeed, thrive. Here, you'll discover found family, fellow travelers, Coyotes. That's the Pack. That's Coastal Alabama.
Jammed in by Williams, and he took a foul to boot. And we'll have an opportunity for a 3-point play. The lead goes to 7. And that's just about as big a lead as anybody has had in half number 1. There's a foul on Gilchrist. Well, it was Gilchrist who was on the floor. It is Schofield who will pick up the foul. That'll be his first. Young knocking down the front end of the 1-and-1. Well, I mentioned it wouldn't surprise me if both teams hit 100 in this one, and both teams are currently on a pace for 100, a 55-50 game. And right there to end the half, the lead goes to 8 for the Coyotes, as Gilchrist turns it into a 58-50 ball game. It is halftime, halfway to the first Coyotes conference win of the year, and leading it by 8. A halftime feature, a conversation with the president of all the Coastals, Dr. Milner, is next. Great to have with us at halftime and Dr. Aaron Milner, who is the president and all of the Coastal Alabamas. Dr. Milner, how are you?
Great. Really appreciate you having us on.
It is a pleasure to have you on. First opportunity to chat with you. And the first thing I always like to do in those first conversations is get a little bio on you, a little background. Where did you start from an academic perspective? What eventually got you into academics and specifically got you to Coastal Alabama?
Well, I'm an example of life's journey that sometimes if you want God to laugh, tell him your plans, so to speak. But I started as a middle school teacher and coach back in the mid 90s, and was in Eufaula, Alabama, and worked my way from there to becoming a teacher and assistant coach at Eufaula High School. From there, I went back to my hometown in Enterprise, Alabama, where I was again a coach and a teacher, and then ended up either being recruited or going into administration, and went into administration as an assistant principal. Kind of rose up the ranks to principal, and then to superintendent, and then one day received a call from the board member in Saraland City Schools, and moved to Saraland, and we had great success as a team in all facets, from the athletics to the liberal arts to academics, and in our facilities at Saraland City Schools, and would like to believe that was something that caught the eye of the chancellor of the two-year system, Mr. Baker, and ended up, I expressed interest in this position when it came open, and was fortunate to be selected by Mr. Baker and the Board of Trustees to lead Coastal Alabama Community College into this next chapter.
Let's go all the way back to where you were in college, getting educated for the vocation that you felt like you wanted to travel. Did you ever see yourself as the president of a junior college when you were just leaving, let's say, college to join the workforce?
Absolutely not. And I share that with young people often, keep your dreams wide open. And when I say young people, I mean I've had the great opportunity to address a lot of our students here at Coastal. Excuse me. And I tell them, keep an open mind, because you never know the opportunities that are going to be presented to you. I was a big athletics guy, and wasn't a very good player, I didn't think, but I had the ambitions of being a coach and being a teacher, and I still admire our classroom teachers, our instructors. Those are the boots on the ground, and love doing that. But was at the University of Alabama, and had a great friend network, and 3 of us ended up going into school administration. One is deceased, but was the former president of Enterprise State Community College, and then another one is now assistant state superintendent of education, and we all look at each other now, with the exclusion of Matt, of course, but our friend group's kind of like, how did this happen? But I've tried to approach things with a servant's heart, and just want to really be in this role to see the lives of our students, that they have the opportunity to lead a better life through their experience at Coastal Alabama Community College.
What athletic or what sport did you coach?
I'd like to say I coached football, and I was a head baseball coach for a year, an assistant baseball coach for a year. I was always an assistant football coach, but I was a 5A and 6A level, so it was a decent, we were pretty quality programs. And then I was asked to coach. I was an assistant basketball coach and a head girls basketball coach, and I don't know how much I coached them. I tried real hard, but I was filling in that spot, and was passionate about it, but tried to give my best whenever I fulfilled those roles.
When I think of Coastal Alabama, I'm involved from the athletic perspective. So I'm looking at North and South that have got athletic programs. But Coastal Alabama is far more expansive than just Bay Minette and Bruton and Monroeville, is it not?
No doubt. We serve 20% of the entire state of Alabama. We have the largest footprint, if you look at land mass, of all of Alabama's 24 community colleges. So it takes us from our campus at Gilbertown all the way to our campus at Gulf Shores. We have a campus in Mobile County at Brookley Field, where it's at the site of the Mobile Airplex Airport. And we teach airframe power plant. When you fly in a plane, that plane's engine may have been broken down and rebuilt by a graduate of Coastal Alabama Community College. Our Thomasville campus is just booming. It has from everything from academics to, we serve the multiple plants up and down Highway 43 and making sure that we have quality employees for them. Our Atmore campus is bustling right there on the interstate as well. And we serve various trades, but also our academic courses that are offered there are helping students go to a 4-year school, or they can go into one of our trade programs such as HVAC, heating and cooling, to our nursing and allied health programs. And those students are able to go 2 years and are pretty much 100% of those students get a job when they leave our program. So, sky's the limit. Gulf Shores, our culinary program, students are finishing there and immediately going to a job working for a restaurant along the coast. So it's just, it's very rewarding for me to go into these communities and witness the impact that our instructors are having in those communities. We like to say that we play a major role in fueling Southwest Alabama's workforce through all of our various programs. And so we're just consider ourselves blessed to be able to have that type of impact.
I don't think there is a leader of any organization that is successful that doesn't go into a job with, hey, here's some things I would like to do. And once in that job, set additional goals. So take us through some of the things when you came on board that you wanted to see happen and things that you'd like to see further down the road for Coastal Alabama.
Well, I'll start with something that's pretty obvious, but our facilities, we've already, and some things, most people don't look at it and go, wow, but when you think about it, the necessities are very important. And so, for example, we've already re-roofed in 1 year 75% of our Bruton campus. It has a new roof throughout. We're remodeling the auditorium performing arts center in Bruton for our liberal arts programs. We've re-landscaped throughout our campuses and made it where when you're a student and you walk up, or if you're a parent and you walk up with your student for the first time, you want to say, well, that's an appealing place. That's somewhere where I want my child to go. If it's something that's old and drabby and that kind of thing, we don't want to necessarily send our child there. And later in life, we don't want to go somewhere that isn't modern and that type of thing. We're trying to improve the technological opportunities for all of our students and our instructors to be able to make it where our instructors are teaching in a way that will aid our students when they enter the workforce, kind of enter the real world, so to speak. So all of those things, the biggest thing though, I would say, is we're trying to make a culture in Coastal Alabama Community College. And I get funny looks about this thing sometimes, but I'll often get the question, what's the most important thing that we do? Well, really, we do so much that we have to make everything important. If it's our athletic programs, we want to be able to say that we're doing the very best we can in our athletic programs and what we're providing there. If it's our academic programs, we want to provide the best instruction we possibly can. If it's the appearance of our facilities, we want it to be the best that it can be. So creating a culture top to bottom of excellence, frankly. Now we're not there by any stretch of the imagination. I want to make that clear, and probably during my time, I'll never feel like we got there, but we're going to always strive to do that. And we're seeing those changes take place. Athletics wise, facilities wise, we're doing some great things. Monroeville, we've completely renovated our softball facility. It's being redone or been upgraded, redone, new painting. It's had a total makeover, so to speak. In addition, we've resurfaced our tennis courts. We're getting ready to put a new roof on our gymnasium and prospectively a new gym floor just at Monroeville alone. At our Bruton campus, we're putting up a new grandstand for baseball, new restrooms for baseball, and we're getting ready to do some remodeling in our baseball locker room. And then at Bay Minette, we're taking on a major project in a new softball and baseball locker room that will be connected to a covered open air, so to speak, hitting facility, but it's going to be state of the art. It's going to have meeting areas, training room for our athletes. And on top of that, and I know you've seen it, our newly remodeled gym that we have. I bring those up just to kind of the standard we're trying to set throughout our footprint of all the things that we're doing. At Fairhope, we've taken on new advising centers that have been recently constructed, or center that's been constructed, and then a new parking area that's been redone that's going to really assist the campus. So just across the board throughout our footprint, the challenge I have is what you've already alluded to, 8 campuses throughout, and trying to provide that balance while showing each of those communities our concern and care that we want to be able to educate anyone in their community in a first-class facility. It just comes to my mind, Thomasville, we just did a major re-landscaping project there that's completely changed the way the facility looks, and we remodeled what we call the Tom Bigby Room, which is a large conference center type area that's used by organizations throughout Southwest Alabama. So there's a lot going on, as you can tell, and but we're very proud of it.
I wish we may have to ask the folks to extend halftime, or we'll just have to do this again. We have run out of time, but man, it has been great talking with you. I love Coastal Alabama and the progressive mindset there, and you as the leader initiate that. Thanks so much, Dr. Milner, for being our halftime guest.
Thank you. And lastly, I'd just like to express my appreciation to all of our coaches for the effort they put forth in not only competing, but also producing quality young men and women. So I'm so proud of the job they're doing.
Thank you, Dr. Milner.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you very much to Dr. Milner for the opportunity to chit-chat. What a great guy. What a great plan he has for Coastal Alabama, South, North, and we think of South and North because they have the athletic programs, but there are many, many campuses that do not have athletics that are still under his watch. So thank you very much, Dr. Milner, for the conversation. Second half action gets underway. Coyotes hoping they are 20 minutes away from their first conference win. Lions will try to change the plans, alter the plans of the Coyotes. Giddens lighting it up from long range. As we get second half action underway, and there is the 2 from Thompson. That's how the first half started for the Lions. Gilchrist, Brown, Giddens, Robertson, and Bracco. Same 5 that began the ball game for the Coyotes, began the second half. Thompson, Anderson, Young, as well as Page and Cochran. Same 5 that began half 1, began half 2 for the Lions. Well, I'm sure the Coyotes would be content with this current exchange of buckets, 3s for 2s. Leading it by 10, Giddens off the rim. Rebounded by Thompson, gives to Young. That is Anderson for 3, off the rim. Loose ball retrieved by Gilchrist. Nearly got the bucket, not quite, but did get the foul. Cochran committing the personal. That is now 3 on Cochran. Gilchrist, who had a big first half, drops in his first for the line. 111, the high water mark this year for the Coyotes. Can they hit that and then some? Well, we definitely know they're not going to have their worst offensive performance. It was 58 against Pearl River. That was in 40 minutes. We got about 22 minutes in and already well exceeding that. Gilchrist short. Got the front iron. Brown gets the rebound. Giddens into the paint. Well, thus far in the second half, that's a rarity, a 2-pointer. Foul as Young drives. And Gilchrist picking up the foul. Then we'll have Young shooting. Coyotes also trying to snap a 3-game losing streak. Go over the 500 mark at home. They are 4-4 here. Brown giving to Gilchrist. That is Bracco from out front. And he'll hit the 3. Well, let's see if it's on Robertson. If it is, that's either 2 or 3. It is Robertson, and it is 2. The worst offense of the year for Wallace Hanceville as far as a single game performance is concerned was 73 against Calhoun. Definitely on a pace to exceed 73. As a matter of fact, at the half, both teams on track for 100. Both teams have been in one overtime game, if you're thinking about the possibility of an extra 5 minutes or so. Coyotes lost in their OT game to Bishop State. Lions won in their overtime game against Gadsden State. Brown off the floor. Makai Jones coming in for the Coyotes. Jones to Robertson. Giddens in the corner for three. Rattles in and out, rebounded by Page. Lost the dribble, able to get it back. Thompson open underneath, then hits the two. There's a Giddens. That was a two and not a three. Just inside the arc. So along Giddens two. Dropped in by Young. Lost in the paint. Thompson dives to get it back. Hands it over to Young. Anderson shooting for three. Off the rim. Rebounded by Hayden Sheedrick, who has checked into the game. And Sheedrick will hit the bucket and draw the foul. Lead was double digits. Not now. 6-point Coyote lead at the first media timeout.
We are the Pack. We are Coyotes. We are Coastal Alabama. This is where you'll thrive.
Anderson fires into the corner. Young putting up the three off the rim. Rebounded by Thompson. And a Sheedrick for the left corner, just a little bit short. But another rebound. And Lions hang on to the basketball. It is a 4-point game. Gray Williams into the game for the Coyotes. Clay Schofield in, swatted away by Thompson. Here comes Arthur Johnson into the game. Out goes Page. In play to Williams. He'll fade fire and pop two. Into the corner. And that's a three ball for Page. Stolen away by Young. Short of the three try, gets it back. And then backs it out, resets the offense, waits for the other guys wearing blue, and then takes it to the glass. Back to a 1-point game in a short span of time. Anderson with a reach. Coyotes to put it in play from in front of Robbie Robertson. Now called on Thompson. There's Coach Robertson. Right behind the throw in. Jones with it. Dribbled out of bounds by Bracco. Well, coming up this week on JockJive, plenty of sports. Got tomorrow off, and then Wednesday through the rest of the week busy. There's Young again. Lead back to the Lions. Wednesday, Tallahassee Coastal North baseball. Meridian College, Coastal North softball. Also got LBW and Andrew College softball on Wednesday. Thursday, the schedule rearranged because of rain expected on Friday. So Calhoun LBW baseball, Southern Union LBW baseball. Young left in his tracks by one Makai Jones. Also coming up Thursday, Calhoun and Coastal South basketball, Bevel State and Coastal North basketball. Out of the corner, Sheedrick. And he'll drop in his first two. Friday, softball starts for Coastal South against Pensacola State. Baseball for Coastal South against Miami-Dade. And then basketball on Saturday with Albany Tech taking on South Georgia Tech. So there you have it in a verbal nutshell. Everything that's coming up in the next 4 or 5 days. 79 apiece. Williams trying to break the tie. And now it's the Lions trying to break the tie. Anderson off the rim, rebounded by Jones. Accelerating to the glass, Gilchrist. And he will get fouled. Gilchrist, 75% free throw shooter. Got his 7th start of the year tonight. And the way he has played, got a feeling he's going to start some more. Sheedrick blocked by Williams. Gilchrist has got it. In and out with the 3 try from Giddens. Gilchrist to Williams. He'll hit the 2. Stolen away. Stepping in to steal is Schofield. Missed the bunny. Back to Young. Off the rim. Rebounded by Madden and then by Williams. Okay, maybe they're not fatigued, but I am. Into the corner it goes to Schofield. And he'll knock down the 2. Fed over to Madden. And Madden draws the foul. That's got us to the media timeout. 10:52 to play. And the Coyotes reclaiming the lead and trying to rebuild that advantage.
Just about all White Jones County. Diving catch it, shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
I am not sure who everybody is in that group, but I got a feeling there's a ton of basketball knowledge just simply based on the guy to my left, and I guess that would be your left too. Coach Jack Robertson, for whom this arena is named. What, 40 plus years at the helm? And typically anytime the Coyotes are playing, he's there. Here tonight as well. One of two goes Madden. Over to Gilchrist. Takes it to the glass from the left side. Stolen away by Bracco, able to get it to Robertson before going out of bounds. Back over to Bracco. Quentin Odom checking into the game. Odom limited first half playing times, picked up a couple of fouls. Did not get a point in that first half. Did not shoot in the first half. A little deja vu from Gilchrist. Same results. Lead at 6. Misfiring is Cochran. Put back there from Page. Foul is called on the Odom drive. Odom, as I mentioned, the best shooter from the floor percentage-wise in the conference. Number 2 in the nation, but not a bad free throw shooter either, 67%. Madden out, Thompson in for the Lions. Bracco out, Williams in for the Coyotes. And Odom will pick up his first couple of points, come out of the game. Williams will check in. Give it over to Cochran. Stolen away by Williams. Shot missed. Cochran able to track it down in the corner. And then Bracco committing the foul, trying to reach in and take it away from Cochran. And that is the last of the non-shooting Coyote fouls. Into the corner to Anderson, and Anderson for three. Williams with the drive. Able to get it back, goes to Gray Williams. And Brown draws the foul. That'll be Anderson committing the personal. Three now on Anderson. And Joe Brown, a 67% free throw shooter, averaging about 3, close to 4 a game. On a team that hits about 71% of their free throws. One of two goes Brown. Anderson for three. And he'll splash in another. There is a reason he averages 19 a game. Third best in the conference. Brown. I think he was trying to feed it to Jones. Anderson winds up with it. Anderson blocked by Brown. Williams coming up with a loose ball. Given to Williams. And you got a blocking foul on the floor. That'll be on Thompson. And that is going to be 4 on Thompson. Timeout on the floor in a 91-90 ball game with 7:20 still to go.
There once was a young coyote.
You're fired.
He found himself ill-suited for the jobs of the world. He struggled to compete in the corporate environment.
This isn't working out.
And failed at the simplest of tasks.
I think I'm gonna have to let you go.
No matter how hard he tried, his coyote hands were just not meant for regular jobs.
That guy is fired.
Until one day, when he was hired for the perfect job. To become a mascot. And then he found the place where he could thrive. Find the place where you thrive at Coastal Alabama Community College.
Williams at the line shooting the 1-and-1, makes the front end, earns the bonus. I think it is safe to assume that both teams are going to hit triple digits in this one. Cochran with a miss. Tipped out and Bracco's got it. Gilchrist back into the game for the Coyotes. Working it out front, lobs to Williams. Perfect pass. Man, that was just perfect. Cochran committing the foul, and the and one coming up for Williams. Coyotes 5 away from their 4th 100-point game. Going to send that 85 per contest average a little northward after tonight. But they are more interested in a win than triple-digit scoring. And really some pressure on the Coyotes the rest of the way, because you do not want to pick up that 4th conference loss. Not saying you can't get in if you pick up the 4th, but you'd rather not worry with that. Go on a win streak and guarantee yourself a spot in Hanceville, Alabama. Anderson's been hitting a lot of threes, that's all. It will go out of bounds off Marquise Nash or Giddens. It is going to be Giddens. Page to put it in play. Nibbling the rim is Johnson. That is Caden Johnson. Got a couple of Johnsons on this Lions squad. Robertson for 3. Rebounded by Giddens. Gilchrist directing traffic. Gives over to Jones. Gilchrist back to Jones. Jones too strong on the 3. Dropped in from the corner by Page. And the Lions asking for time with 5:32 to go in a 99-95 game. Well, there you got a couple of members of the ladies basketball team here. In the white is Sullivan. In the maroon with the headphones and the backpack is Phillips. Played earlier tonight. Losing to the Lions 68-43. And now the gentlemen trying to even the score. Make it a 1-1 night. Split of the doubleheader after the Lions win in the ladies game. Coyotes trying to take the nightcap. Top side to a wide open Robertson, short on the three. Rebounded by Madden. Nice pass, and it will turn into two. That is Page. Williams with the lead in, and the Coyotes for the fourth time this year at 100 plus. Page gives it to Johnson. Back into the corner to Madden, and Madden stepped out of bounds. Executed to perfection, and Williams with two. Laid in by Page. Make that Young. Young for two. And it's a 4-point game with 4 minutes to go. And the way these two teams have played tonight, that is a ton of time and a ton of points to go. Behind the back, and Williams couldn't get the shot, but did attract the foul. And that's got us to the last media timeout. Might not be the last TO, but it's the last one for us with 3:51 to go.
You've started this journey by yourself, but you won't have to go it alone, because now you're a part of something, a community that wants you to succeed, thrive. Here, you'll discover found family, fellow travelers, Coyotes. That's the Pack. That's Coastal Alabama.
I'm thinking that might be members of the baseball team here at Coastal South, who will get their season underway on Friday if Mama Nature will allow. Currently got Miami-Dade on the schedule at 2 o'clock Friday. But as I mentioned, our baseball schedule on Friday has already been altered. LBW Calhoun, LBW Southern Union moved to Thursday in anticipation of rain on Friday. So we'll see the Coastal South baseball and softball, also slated for Friday, will be playing. Let's hope so. I'm running out of personnel that can cover games. Williams has done an exceptional job at the stripe tonight. Made good on his opportunities. Off the rim with a three, and Gilchrist has it. Giddens for three. Off the rim. Gilchrist put back there, 107-99 Coyotes. On the other end of the floor, Young drawing the foul. That'll be charged to Stephen Williams. And it will be his third. Young trying to coax it over the rim. He doesn't miss often. An 88% free throw shooter. As anticipated, both teams at 100 plus. Stolen away by Cochran and company off the glass. And it's a 5-point game. Fed into the corner to Robertson, into the paint Williams. And Williams getting the look he wanted. Cochran off the rim for three. And that'll go out of bounds off of Cochran. Gilchrist able to get out of trouble. Laid in by Robertson, and the Coyotes have matched their season high. That is Young for three. Josh Page picking up the foul, his third. There's going to be a lot of double-digit scores tonight. I don't have access to live stats, but got to believe Giddens is there. Gilchrist is there. Williams is there. Robertson's got to be close. Where the Lions are concerned, their typical prolific scorers have been prolific again. Anderson, Young, Page shooting with a couple of minutes to play. Well, the two teams came in averaging a combined roughly 180 a night. Right now you've got 220 on the board combined. Robertson short on the three. Rebounded by Thompson, playing with four personals. From the corner, that is Page. Tipped out of bounds by Anderson. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Man, we want that channel to grow. We're just not happy with whatever it was, 55 something. So if you would subscribe, we would be tickled. Thompson is not tickled. He thought he had just picked up his fifth, but he hasn't. It is Anderson who has picked up his fourth. I mean, Thompson was already headed to the sidelines. Coach was already giving the official an earful and then discovered it wasn't 2-3, but it was 1-0 who picked up the foul. Well, a couple of season highs for the Coyotes. Most points scored and most points allowed in this one. Already mentioned the previous high, 111, scoring-wise against the University of Mobile JV. Previous high allowed was 102 to Southern Union. And the Lions have allowed more tonight than any given night this year. Previous most allowed, the Gadsden State in OT, 104. So we have gotten what we anticipated tonight. High scoring. Page to Anderson. Lean in and the bucket for Young. And a foul by Brown. So the and one coming up from Young. Trying to draw the Lions to within one, and does. Williams to Gilchrist. Big possession for the Coyotes. Williams lost it. Thompson trying to get it back. Was there a foul or did it go out of bounds? It is going to be a turnover. And it is going to be the Lions that did it. And it is going to be the Coyotes with possession. .30 seconds to play.
You've started this journey by yourself, but you won't have to go it alone. Because now you're a part of something. A community that wants you to succeed, thrive. Here, you'll discover found family, fellow travelers, Coyotes. That's the pack. That's Coastal Alabama.
Well, is it possible for two high-scoring, up and down the floor offenses to hold the ball for 30 seconds? Coyotes have a separation, a difference between game clock and shot clock of 0.8. It is to their advantage to hang on to the basketball, even until the shot clock goes out. As you will get a foul from Page. That'll be the fourth on Page. Smart foul, though. I mean, if you are the Lions, you can't allow the Coyotes to basically run out the clock and take a shot clock violation and leave you with 0.8 seconds to try to put something together. Gilchrist, 1 of 2. It's a 2-point game. You got to travel, and you got the Coyotes with the basketball. Coyotes will have it when we come back to the Jack Robertson Arena. West battle, White Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it. Coyotes with possession. We anticipate a quick foul if the Lions don't have success in their efforts to steal the inbound. Able to get it to Giddens, and he will draw the foul. Lions were wanting a 5-second violation, had to be close. And Giddens with an opportunity to put it away. He'll shoot 2. Make them both, and not much of a chance. And he's not going to make them both, though. So the Lions are going to have a chance if they get the rebound, and they obviously have got 4. Well, there's no need to get a rebound. So the Lions get it across the mid part of the floor. They will call a timeout, go to the sidelines and work a strategy, trying to send this one into overtime with 8 seconds left. Well, the Lions with an opportunity. 8 seconds left. And they've definitely got a ton of three-point shooters. And you got some very good three-point shooters. Anderson, number 4 in the conference in three-point shooting percentage-wise. Into the corner. Rebounded by Williams, and the Coyotes taking their first conference win of the year. And they will do it in impressive fashion, knocking off the current number 1 team in the conference. So this one is over. Coyotes handing the Lions their first Monday loss. Coyotes, meanwhile, go to 3-1 in Monday play, but more importantly, 1-3 in the conference. And that'll wrap up a Monday night of basketball from here in Bay Minette. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on Wednesday when we've got softball in Monroeville, softball in Andalusia, baseball in Bruton, all here on JockJive. For Coastal Alabama and JockJive, I'm Robert Williamson. So long, everybody.